Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Infosec Daily. In this episode of Decoding series, I'll be introducing you to one of the most infamous hackers and now a security consultant. Yes, he once was on the wrong side of the law and now he's protecting it. David Mitnick, also known as the Condor and the Darkside Hacker, has hacked into Fortune 500 companies, government agencies, and many telephone companies. When he was 10 years old, he loved doing magic tricks. He was a prankster and loved pulling cool tricks. The passion to prank people was what got him into hacking, as everything was moving towards computerized system. In his early days, he started as a dump diver, like literally. He tried to make use of different things that were thrown into the dumpster. Through this process, by 2012, he reverse engineered the LA public transportation transfer system so he could ride the buses for free. He collected all the thrown tickets and got into conversation with the driver and other personnel to get to know more about what the punches on the ticket meant, the route it took, everything. He tried his ways to get as much as information as he could. He basically used social engineering at the time during his early teen. Some even say he first invented it, for which he is even regarded as the father of social engineering. During his high school days, he was introduced to phone phreaking. Phone phreaking could be a new term, so phone phreak is someone who loves to explore the telephone system and tries to understand how it works. Phone phreaking started in the late 1950s and got hyped in the 60s and 70s. So, when Kevin got interested in phone phreaking, he explored the world of telecommunication. He even tried to bypass the telephone sector for free calls using social engineering. It's funny how every time Kevin gets interested in something, he tries to challenge the system and bypass it. Kevin gained his first unauthorized access to a computer network when he was just 16 years old. A friend of his had given a telephone number of a company which worked on the operating system. He tried to bypass the system and download their proprietary software, which was illegal. And for this action, he was arrested for 12 months. As he grew, he had numerous cases on fiddling with computer networks and telephone systems. By the 90s, he was scooping through the so-called secured networks of companies like Sun Microsystems and Motorola. By then, he had become one of the most wanted person by the federals. He was on run for some time. He used false IDs, escaped from a city to another until the feds got him. In February 1995, he was arrested on charges of wire fraud and breaking into the computer system of several major corporations. During his trial, a lawyer did put up a statement on how Kevin could start a nuclear war with just a whistle. Back then, the telephone and modem were connected. They used to work in beep signals, so a modem or a phone could be manipulated by a beep. They assumed with that process, Kevin could easily activate the system in NORAD and start a nuclear war. Surprisingly, the judge agreed. And with special restrictions, he was sent to prison for 5 years. In this period, as mentioned, he had certain restrictions, which included not being allowed to be anywhere near the telephone. That went for years, and once he was done with the prison time, he looked at life differently. Instead of hacking into unauthorized networks, he started securing them. Now, David Mitnick runs a successful security company. He has emerged as a security consultant, teaching corporations the tricks of his former trade. He assists the FBI for their security, goes to different corporations and gives them training on social engineering and how to keep the system secure. Well, that was quite a turn from being one of the most wanted hacker to a security consultant that consults the agencies that he once tried to bypass. David Mitnick does have an interesting story, and no doubt this is just an introductory video. If you want to know more about his cases, do stay tuned and let us know what you think of David Mitnick on the comment section below. This is me, Dorji, signing off.